changing my normal diet to a raw meat diet is the best thing that I've ever done for my health, fixing my depression, and quitting porn. And in this video, I will explain to you how I did it and why it's so effective. But before I start, you need to know, if you don't know me, my name is Leo. I've been addicted to porn for years. I had pretty bad mental health issues throughout school, and I didn't know how to handle it. And like most of us, I coped with porn, video games. Like I was waking up, eating like shitty breakfast cereals, type of shit. And I was going to school, couldn't really focus because like I had mad anxiety. I couldn't look my teacher in the eyes because I was too afraid that he would pick me. I didn't really had a social life, so I just was there, kind of half listened to my class, and then I went back to my home. I didn't go outside, even if it was like really sunny. I would just like stay inside, play games, eating like getting like sometimes McDonald's Happy Meals, and yeah, the day repeated itself. Every day it was the same. I was eating shitty food, get in didn't get enough sunlight. And yeah, this led me to watch, because I didn't have the social life, like and really like popping social life. I just coped. I tried to fill this void with something artificial, and at this time it was porn. Whenever I was stressed or like feeling lonely, I was watching porn until I realized like there are other ways to cope, like not to cope, but there are ways to fix this. And I stumbled upon self-improvement. I did all these habits, going to the gym and meditating. I thought this would kind of help me to feel something again, but it was just compensating, and it didn't really work like that. It didn't make me internally heal, if you understand what I mean. So I was clueless for a few years, and I told myself, yeah, if I'm like going to the gym, if I'm disciplined, it will work out. But it was just like talking to myself in a better position, even though it didn't do anything. So yeah, I watched like again other videos. I tried to find different things that could work for me, and then I finally found something. At this time, it was like a small bubble of people eating a really strange diet at this time. Now it's kind of popular, like popularized now in the internet, but back then it was like really strange. It was like of people who are eating like raw meat. If you know Goatus, and like there were some other niche YouTubers who were eating like that, and I found it disgusting at first, but it really sparked some interest in me. So I started to do the same. And the moment I tried my first raw liver, my first raw organ, like it felt like drugs, but in a healthy way. You know, like psychedelics, when you just get rid from anxiety, all these mental states, all these like bad mental states. And I became addicted to that. And now I'm eating like that for almost a year. And this really helped me to quit porn. Like, this really helped me to get rid from all the artificial stuff. I became more down to earth. I became more connected to nature the moment I ate like that, because this is the most natural diet. And after I started to eat like that, fixing my mindset, this is the point where I finally started to see results on quitting porn. It became way easier for me to say no to all this artificial shit, to fast food, to like watching reels all day. And Yeah, I want you to get to that same route because you know there's so much bullshit out there of people telling you what is true and what is not true. And I've been through that myself, and I want to get you to that point where you finally quit porn faster. So if you're in the same situation, you want to quit porn, then click the link down below. I have a full blueprint on how to start everything that you need to do covered. So yeah, why is the raw meat diet so effective? Basically, the things that we are eating right now, all the grains, all the sugar, all the processed shit that the people are selling you in the supermarket, these are will all spike your insulin, your blood sugar, and your dopamine receptors are getting fried because you are getting so much like you probably notice yourself when you, for example, eat chocolate, you get this like kind of high for a short period of time, and then it gets like low because it's way too stimulating for the first few minutes or the first hour that you need to eat more and more and more and more to get that same high every day, like every time. And this is the same with porn. It's just stimulating yourself and then making you feel shitty about yourself. Your skin gets worse. Your dopamine levels are having a high threshold, and only eating meat will fix your depression. It's it's kind of like all the bad mental state things, like all the bad mental states that I had, I tried to fix them with meditation and like some other tactics, but it didn't really made such a big difference like eating only meat, and especially raw meat, raw organs. This is like fixing all your hormones, your testosterone level, your cortisol, your stress levels. This is like an all-in-one package, and people are not aware of that. So it fixed my skin. I had before that I had like really bad pores, like things popping out of my skin, and now like it's not perfect, but it's way better now than before. My bones develop way more, way better. I can sleep better. Like it's it's so fucking underrated. Yeah, and people eat grains all day, thinking why they have bad mental states. They've gone to therapy and all the shit, thinking that this will help, but it's only internally that you can fix yourself. Only nature can heal you and fix your depression, and not therapy. So yeah, how did I start? Like how did I do it? Because the transition is hard if you like been eating shitty food all your life. And the first thing that I did is cutting off firstly sweets and fast food. And this was a little bit easy because was still eating grains and shit. And the moment I was like I managed to do that I'm not eating shitty fast food, I try to cut out grains, vegetables, grains, vegetables. And this was a little bit hard because the main energy source that we are getting like in normal diets are carbohydrates. And when you switch to only eating meat, you your body is like switching from carbohydrates to fat. So fat is the main energy source, and you will realize the moment when you only eat meat how much fat you will lose. And I like saw it myself. I also lost a little bit of muscle, but eating only meat you get a lot of protein, and so everything is covered. There's every nutrient in high density that you need, especially when you eat it raw. Like raw organs have the highest density of nutrients. This is why you feel like so good about yourself, because most things out there they don't have any nutrients, like bread and all that shit. They don't have any nutrients. Meat has everything you need. So this is why, how I told you in the beginning, it feels like you're on drugs. And yeah, like then I started like a more animal based diet. That means I only ate eggs and meat and fruit. And the fruit was kind of to replace the carbohydrates. And then my senses came to a, like I ate more of that, only that, for a few weeks. My senses got back to normal again, how they should be. And then this is the switch where my first started eating raw meat. I started with muscle meat. It tasted fucking amazing. And when I realized, okay, this shit is way better than cooked meat, I switched only to that. And then when I first started my first organs, this is where like I couldn't get enough of that. You will feel instantly this kind of butterflies in your stomach. You know, this kind of feeling when you have butterflies in your stomach. When, for example, if you're in love or something, you will get the same feeling when you eat raw organs. You just feel euphoric all the time. Don't have any mental issues, and yeah, this shit heals me. This is fucking healthy. It's good for your longevity. You will your bone and if you like under 20, it will also develop your bones really really nice, like way more. So yeah, and then I completely, like I still eat eggs now and then, but I eat a lot more raw meat now. And since I'm eating like that, I don't need to have the urge to watch porn anymore. Like I still relapse, like as when I have sex or something, or when I'm fapping, I don't really watch porn. Like I don't watch porn, but yeah, I don't need I need to I don't need to do it anymore because my dopamine is on a baseline level. I don't need the stimulants. But again, if you're confused about that, click the link down below if you want to take the shit seriously and quit porn. I have a full blueprint, like how I said, on how you can start this diet, how you can get more healthy, how you can quit porn, like how you will quit porn in 3 months. Yeah, nobody's talking about this, and I think it's the best way, in my opinion. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.